Now, Patrick,
Yes.
you follow the people in the white coats. We won't hurt you,
Okay.
but you won't be allowed to use glass.
Can I have my pills now?
Yes, open up and we shall feed you your pills.
One of these days. We'll just keep breaking into the outro every so often. That's the end of the show again, and then we start up again.
We're just like slowly gonna fade out and then we fade back in. Oh god.
Fades out and fades in.
So
Yeah, it looked amazing, but essentially it starts off. It's not ruining the plot, but they go into a building. It's in Mega City 1. I mean, for fans of the comic book, it's probably really accurate, like, visually. Like, the gore, it's ridiculously gory. It's an 18. And so
It is?
yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a 12A or something.
I know. So they can
Like a
sell,
remaster.
like, Judge Dredd helmets to kids, but they can't do that now. Because kids aren't
Right.
allowed to watch it.
I was expecting it to be like a terrible remake of the original film.
But the Stallone thing.
Yeah.
You betrayed the law! It's so stupid. But do you want to know the best news ever?
What?
There's gonna be a RoboCop remake.
Oh my god. Really?
Yes.
I see.
With a weapon on the ground.
Also
gonna
in
be so
random
good.
movie news as well, I've got The Hobbit is now being made into 3 films.
Oh no way!
Yeah, it's
The one
now
film
got 3
is now
parts.
3
It was one film that became 2 parts, and now it's making it into 3 parts.
How do they even do that? They just keep
I don't
shooting. It's
know.
like, we can't edit any of this out. It's too good.
Yeah, but if it's something like I don't know. I think really they can fit maybe a lot more of the story and a lot of the detail. I know the Lord of the Rings had 3 films and it was like a book of film, but this is just one book that's smaller than the first book of Lord of the Rings, and it's being made into 3 films. So it sort of makes me question what was actually left out in the films of the Lord of the Rings compared to the Hobbit, if they can fit 3 films worth in just the Hobbit.
Yeah. What?
Even though they
Yeah.
had, but they also had the extended edition on DVD of Lord of the Rings, like, and even then that was still like nothing in comparison to the length that the Hobbit is going to be in total. So I don't know what they're
Why?
actually adding in.
It's like one book. How can you do that?
But yeah, it's going to have 3.
So they can
3
fit more
parts.
scenes with Brett from Flight of the Conchords playing an elf.
Figwit,
Figwit!
Figwit,
Frodo is
AOL
great.
Figwit.
Who was that?
AOL it,
AOL.
AOL it right now.
The AOL sites. They're back. There's
was-
such
it was-
a good documentary on YouTube. It's made by Brett's wife or fiance at the time. It's really hard to find. It's called like Figwit, and everyone should watch it because it's like Flight of the Conchords before they came big. It's like they're at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, printing like their own posters and having this like spread them around. But it's also like Brett on the phone getting movie parts as Figwit. And all his obsessed Figwit fans from AOL.com and Yahoo homepage or whatever it was back in the day. Ah, back in the day, Tom. You remember?
Back in the day.
When all this were fields.
Yes, when all these lions weren't fenced in like this.
All these lions had not evolved to lions. They were just amoebas in the safari. People drove around
Back
to see.
when I was a lad.
In Africa. Back when the Lion King had not been made.
Back when I was drawing the Lion King by hand.
It's all stop animation. Doing Tim Burton style.
We're
Oh.
live.
Speaking of Tim Burton, it seems like all I'm talking about is movies. You might have noticed when I get to conversations, Patrick only talks about films. But yeah, Frankenweenie coming out. And
Oh.
I believe I've seen the original Frankenweenie. Have you?
I have not.
It was
I
an
have
extra
not.
on The Corpse Bride or A Nightmare Before Christmas or Willy Wonka, one of his films. But it was an original short Frankenweenie, and that's not many people know that.
Not many people know.
Not many people know that, but it is
Alright.
true. So it's an actual. It was a short film. It's all in
Blatant
black and white. Huh?
Let's see. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Tim Burton, you have to be a Cockney to be in his films. You have to be in Victorian London, otherwise you won't get cast.
Victorian London.
Or if you're Johnny Depp, you will definitely get cast.
Or his wife.
Yes.
Get Johnny Depp and my wife on the phone.
That's that's in the auditions. That's one of the stipulations. You have to be Johnny Depp. Are you Johnny Depp? Yes, I am. Oh, brilliant.
You're not Johnny Depp, you don't get the part.
Yes.
It's as simple as.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, he makes some great films. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is probably my number one film.
It's really good. As your attorney, I'd suggest you listen to this podcast.
Yes, I'm just churning out films everyone should watch. There's also Rango, which has a reference to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I actually saw that the other day.
Yes.
It's pretty good. I was like, oh my god.
It was really good. The animation is so... It's the tech... I don't know what
Animated.
it is. The textures,
The animation's
man.
so animated.
Look at them graphics.
Look at the animation.
Yes.
Look how animated it is.
They're all animated. It's like lots of still pictures put together really quickly to emulate movement. What is this witchcraft?
Exactly like.
It's like that, but it's also it is that. It's exactly that. Also, actually, I tell a lie. My favorite movie at the moment is Dummy. It's
Dunny?
Adrian Brody. Get this, and Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich, isn't it?
Jovovich. I always thought it was Jojovich, because then I thought it'd be cool if you could just call her Jojo, because it's her last name. Be like, hey Jojo. I thought that would be nice in my
Mila
imaginary
Jovovich,
world,
yeah.
where I know Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich.
But yeah, Dummy. It's amazing. It's amazingly good and amazing. That's all I have to say about that.
I see.
Adrian Brody might be my favorite biscuit. He's also my favorite actor.
biscuit.
Yeah, that's a reference to the last podcast, which you haven't listened to.
I was in it. What do I have to
Without
listen to?
us listening to it, we get no listens.
Oh, don't worry.
Terrible. So
Yeah, so
depressed.
this is our special edition episode, so it's gone on longer than our usual episodes. but
Yeah, so long.
we love you that much. This is the extra love.
Extra.
This is all the love.
It's not just wasting time, it's actual love. You know how
See,
long this is going to take to
hear the
upload?
love.
Feel it. Can you feel the love?
No, I said hear it.
Can
Hear it.
anybody find me somebody to love?
You know, I'm tempted to buy myself a ukulele soon.
We could jam on Skype casts.
Yeah.
Every morning
Wibbly
I
Wobbly
wake up
Wednesdays.
a tired little, can barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror.
Wobbly Wednesdays.
Right in me. Can you feel the love, audience? I just can't feel the love. Somebody, ooh, somebody. My banjo doesn't sound much like a banjo when I play it, like with a microphone resting on my knee.
I see that.
Need to play it like
Sort of hear that.
that, really close to the bridge, and it's like. Somebody love. Find me somebody to love. Find me somebody to love. Yep, Queen. We're all Queen fans on Slow Wednesday.
Yes. Well, you have to be.
Otherwise, you
have to
don't
be. If
get
you're not
in.
a Queen fan, you don't get Slow Wednesday auditions. You don't even get to audition for Slow Wednesday. We had
have
to
to
audition
be-
ourselves. It's like, the first question is, do you like Queen?
Yeah.
If the answer was no, we'd be booted out.
Just can't get along. You have to be Freddie Mercury to be on this podcast. That's the first
I
thing in the
am.
auditions. Are you Freddie Mercury?
Yes.
Good.
Oh, you're hired.
Congratulations, you've risen from the grave.
Whoop whoop.
Shoop the whoop. Whoop the scoop on Wibbly Wobbly Wednesdays.
Wibbly Wobbly.
I'll tell you what, another great Adrian Brody film. It's called Detachment, and it is a lesson for us all because he plays a teacher.
Ah,
Life
I
lessons.
see.
It's amazing. So amazing. I'm not obsessed.
Also, a film that probably should have to be watched is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
What? That's a game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a game, but there's also a Japanese film about it.
Is there?
Yeah,
Objection!
they've taken the story of the first game, and it's recently come out onto DVD in Japan. So if you could expect to release soon,
Yeah.
I say soonish,
Look out for that.
in the UK once they've added proper subtitles and stuff to it.
Wow.
So yeah,
I'm
and
so
apparently he
looking
does
forward
stand
to
up and
that.
say objection.
Objection!
Also, I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom, and he's in that as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
He
I
can
mean
object.
when he
Spider-Man.
actually fights as well, he just shouts objection, like a big speech bubble comes out of his hands.
Objection!
Like, objection!
That
And
is
smacks
awesome.
them.
If only this was real life.
It was hilarious.
You
It
can
was actually really
objection
good fun. Marvel vs. Capcom is hilarious because I don't understand what's going on. It's just that much crazy shit happening on the screen at once. It's brilliant fun.
It's too much
It's-
for your eyes.
So yeah,
Ow.
yeah, I'd recommend if you're gonna look at some games, I'd recommend that for one.
Yes.
Pretty good fun.
Pretty
So, yeah,
good.
I think I'm out of game recommendations for now.
Yeah, you do game
Please
recommendations.
insert 25 pence and we'll try again tomorrow.
Yep, game over. Tom, game over.
Please insert tokens.
I also watched an extremely goofy movie today.
Oh,
It's
is that the first one or is that the
That's
second?
the second one. The first one's
Ah.
a goofy movie based on the hit show Goof Troop. Goof Troop! Skibidi-bop, boobidi-bop. And then
Which actually had a SNES game, which is apparently one of the best SNES games for multiplayer.
I've been watching Game Grumps play Goof Troop. So I'm obsessed with Game Grumps as well. I don't want to plug other people's YouTube channels because they'll leave us, even though they get like a million views per video, and we get like 5 views per video.
Yeah.
They should follow us.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Slow Wednesday. If you follow us on that, you'll be able to see the one person that we're following. Do you know who we're following?
Who?
We're following Katy Perry.
Yeah, we're follling Katy Perry.
That's the one person that Slow Wednesday are following.
So
And
why
she
are we
didn't
following
follow us back, so I might unfollow her. You
Do you
heartless
feel upset now?
harlot. And she unfollowed Russell Brand. How
Did she?
could she? Yes, before they got
Oh,
divorced.
celebrity gossip.
Celebrity gossip. I saw that on
Wibbly
a...
wobbly,
thing.
wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly. Got out of that. Yeah, just imagine I said that correctly with the word gossip at the end.
Wibbly wobbly Wednesday gossip. It's a wibble and a wobble. It's
And a
gibble
wobble
and a wibble. Would you like to sit on a star?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, it is.
internet.
Oh god, I've only got space to record another 342 hours.
No! No!
Oh
I'll have
god.
to cut it. That's what the show's supposed to be. It's like 325 hours. What is that? Oh, it's 300. What is that film where he has to cut his legs off or something? Have I just ruined
What?
the film? I haven't seen it. 365 hours or something.
Oh, you mean, yeah, 360. I can't remember.
Is it that?
But yeah.
It's a really
I thought it was like,
stupid number and then hours. I don't
yeah, I know what the film you mean. About
Yeah.
the guy, the mountaineering guy.